YouTube Shorts are exploding lately, and who doesn't love a great 30-day challenge? I recently read a study where a professor gave his students an A if they simply recorded a short and posted it every day for 30 days. At the end of the 30 days, most of the students who completed the task had tens of thousands of views. So that's how I'm going to help you to follow along while I go through this 30 for 30 challenge. I've done it once before for one of my other YouTube channels, and we got hundreds of new followers at the end of that 30 days and tens of thousands of impressions and views throughout the 30 days. So why would we go ahead and do this? Well, short form video is completely taken over, making up a whopping 57% of YouTube views. But how can we as creators leverage this and take it and use it to our advantage? So if you're like me, I'm juggling multiple channels. I know consistency is a challenge for me as an individual and for our team, but sometimes that's easy to do, sometimes it's not. So what I need are simple frameworks and ways that I can create content every single week. So we've got this shorts opportunity. The impact is there. It's undeniable. What I'm going to do is go ahead and walk you through the sheet that I use, the Google sheet that I use to plan out my content. I'm going to put a link to it in the comments so you can use it as well. Go ahead and make a copy of the sheet. It'll be in view only. And then we can take this journey together. I'm starting right now with this video on a pretty fresh channel. While the channel's been around for a little while, we haven't put a lot of energy into it. We only have 18 followers as we start this journey, which is March 21st, 2024. So I'm going to have you follow along with me while I go through. And if you're watching this in the future, you'll be able to tell if I was a success or a failure in posting every day for 30 days. I get the sneaking suspicion I might get 30 videos in 30 days, maybe just not one every single day. I know you can kind of double tap a few days here and there, but hopefully this is helpful to you. I'm going to go ahead and switch to screen sharing now and show you what I'm looking at for a template, and so we can get started together. All right, so I'm going to show you what this looks like a little bit more filled in, and I'll increase the size of this. So this was the first time I went through it. And you can see it's a little sloppy, but this worked well for me because really what I was trying to do was repurpose a lot of my LinkedIn content. I post a lot on LinkedIn. So if you have blog posts or LinkedIn posts or Twitter posts that have had any modicum of success, modicum, I don't know if I pronounce that right either way. I just want these videos to be a little bit more real. I hate being on the shtick all the time. So I took LinkedIn posts, and then I have a ChatGPT prompt, which I will also put in the comments, that I use to just say, hey, turn this into the script for a 60-second YouTube short video and follow the problem, agitate, solve methodology. When you have 60 seconds, it's probably the best storytelling framework you can use is problem, agitate, solve, PAS. And so I would take my highest performing posts, put them in here. But then what I wanted to do is, hey, make sure, is this a value add around human resources? Is this around entrepreneurship, hiring, sales? These were the 4 topics I wanted to talk about at that time for that particular channel. And so this worked well for me. And some of these were just, as you can see, this one I knew this was just something I tell clients all the time. What's the easiest way to create a new hire training program? I didn't need a script. I did record the video somewhere else, actually from another event. And so I just linked to it here for my VA to be able to post it and upload it to Google, to YouTube. You can do all this yourself. You can do it with a VA. I would record most of these videos. The reason you don't see them over here is I would simply record them on my phone. Sometimes I'd be walking around. I would try to change up the environment every day a little bit just to make it better on the viewer. So it wasn't the same video over and over or the same topic over and over. And then I bought an app called Subcap. I think it's about $30 every 3 months or 6 months or something like that. But that would add the subtitles automatically for me. So I could record the video from my phone, add the subcaps, post it to YouTube from my phone. I would do a little bit of research sometimes on TubeBuddy. You can get the free version. I only use the free version of TubeBuddy. And that would help me do some keyword research to make sure I optimize the title and try to get a hit on some of these. We had some of these that would go, I think our biggest one was maybe, I don't even know, a couple thousand views, but compounding over time, they all kind of work together to help one another. I mean, once you log into YouTube, if you've watched a video before, the shorts from that person, the videos from that person, they're going to show up in the top of your feed. So once we started creating that compounding, it definitely paid dividends. But so I've gone ahead and I've created a template of this that you can use. I'm going to walk you through how to use it for your usage. And I've also got a blog post, like I said, that'll complement this, that will provide the ChatGPT prompt. I'm getting ready to post as well. But I'm starting this today, as I mentioned earlier, with 18 followers on this channel. I'm going to put a link to this in the comments that you can use. So the date, the topic, when you come in here, all you need to do is click edit and you can change the topics over here. I would suggest picking, 4 to 10 topics. And here's why. I added the second tab here. So if I pick a topic like growing a YouTube channel, I can then use a couple different formats here to create posts and videos. Some of these I stole from Justin Welsh. He's a great follow for content creators if you're not familiar with him. But you can use a story method. So use the problem, agitate, solve to tell a quick story. So growing a YouTube channel. Growing a YouTube channel takes a ton of time and energy, and sometimes it's hard to tell if it's paying dividends. That's the problem. Man, you can feel like you're wasting so much time and talking into a camera, and you never know who's watching. You just see 10 views, 20 views, 30 views, 30,000 views, whatever it is. You're not sure what the impact is. And then finally you talk to one of your new clients and they say, I felt like I had to use you. I felt like I owed you money because I was getting so much value from your content. That was literally a call I just had with a new client this week, as she told me that exact thing. I felt like I had to go with you guys. You were creating so much value for me on your YouTube channel that I felt like I should partner with you because I owed you. So that's a way to tell a story. Observation, for this example of growing a YouTube channel. This is a personal observation, one I've lived and one I've seen many times, is people just give up too easily, too early. We can do a listicle. That could be 5 tools you use, 5 blogs you read, books, people to follow, 5 great YouTube channels to follow, contrarian take on it. So what's a commonly held belief about this that's wrong? I think, going back to my comment earlier, I like to create video that's a little less polished. I like to create niche video. I have a podcast about growing a payroll company. It's maybe one of the most niche podcasts you could possibly have, but I believe the riches are in the niches. Past versus present. How has this topic changed over time? Well, I think just this pivot to shorts is a good thing to talk about, right? So if you talk about 57% of these videos being less than 60 seconds, well, now you've got a new format, a new way of creating, and on and on. So you once I put a topic over here, I can then expand and make 5, 6 different posts. Maybe you only have 3 or 4. That's why it helps to have multiple things here. And then I can go ahead here, choose my topic, and again, rotate them day over day and start to add those titles. If I need to put a script post, if I'm working with a VA, that's a good way to, have that person put together scripts for you. Hey, here's the topic I'm going to talk about. Can you put it in a ChatGPT, give me a script and link it here in a Google Doc? If you record the video elsewhere, or if somebody else is involved in editing the videos, and you can put the links here. But sometimes this can be very simple. And hey, you got a good topic, go ahead and shoot the video and post it to YouTube from your phone and move on. But it is good to at least plan the topics so that you have a place to hold yourself accountable here as well. So that's the 30 for 30 YouTube challenge. And I hope that you're going to follow along with me. I think you're going to see a great impact over the 30 days. I'm curious to see. I'll go ahead and pop it in there right now. We are starting the follower count at 18. So I encourage you also to check out our channel and follow our channel, be part of the success of the 30 for 30 challenge. If you're doing it, you got to follow. I mean, that's the gentleman's agreement and the lady's understanding. If you're following along on the 30 for 30 and doing it yourself, well, man, you got no choice but to click that follow button. So thanks again for hanging out with me. I appreciate the time, and I hope this created some value for you. Have a blessed day.